Okay. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about how I believe we see the world, the current model. Uh, yeah, you heard my problem statements is a lack of balance between politics, economics, physical, and social. But now, this is where it gets fun. Is I've been thinking for the past about a week about what is the actual issue. So it's compartmentalization. Now, compartmentalization became it was an article in the late 90s about President Bill Clinton and how he can compartmentalize. And I believe this is the actual root cause, compartmentalization for all of us, because we've just got so much choice. So we compartmentalize our social media, and so you've got one personality for your Twitter and one for your Facebook and one for your Instagram. And with that, you've still got a job on the side. You've got maybe a religious group or group activities in sport, and all of these hats are different. Okay, and then you've still got who you are at home and who you're out in the world. And yeah, compartmentalization, they say, is the neurosis, okay, of our time. Uh, and it's almost like a psychological refuge. So you can just say, I'm in this box right now, and so you lose you actually lack consistency. Now, in the diamond, I use the diamond as a model to synergize, bring back together, synthesize for myself. And so I try to synthesize my world and actually see how, let's say, my norms and values, my politics in my household actually affects everyone, and how theirs affects me. And likewise, the physical environment, well, that's the household or the house. And with that, there's a certain amount of economics coming in, cash flow out. And within that, we can plan and actually get forward. But now, the way we've been taught is we think linearly because we're trapped in time. I'm going to say that again, we're trapped in time. So we think task, plan. And then we go and we try to control the plan with an implementation. And then we assess and we say, oh, great, how nice. And then there's a feedback. Why was it good? Okay, most people plan their holidays better than they plan their lives. Personally, I don't have holiday because I've been self-employed for a while. So if I want a holiday, I basically just like say to everyone, hey guys, we're going on a holiday. But I also live in heaven, so yeah, long story, distracting. So the thing is, if we look at the linear model of task, plan, control, assess, or evaluate or judge, and then a feedback, we can actually see this is how we do lesson plans, assessments, loading of pallets, laying of bricks, construction, agriculture, manufacturing. Everything runs according to the supply chain or the production line or the cold chain, but we keep these chains and we keep them all linear. And this is where it gets funny, because suddenly if you put in politics, economics, physical, and social, you get the following. And you'll see politics is just a little bit of how we define our task and how we plan. And then economics is where we plan and control. And they're totally disjointed and there's no relationship. And then suddenly we're in a physical environment where we control and assess. And then we also have to do our feedback. And then social doesn't even get caught into the system. So we've compartmentalized, fragmented our society at large. And we don't see the relationships and the downstream effects or the anticipation or the awareness, or how just me being me in my world, how it affects you being you in your world. But when we put the diamonds together, then we actually start getting cogs in a wheel, or cogs in an engine, or gears in an engine. And if everybody's moving together as one, then you get synergy, you get forward movement, and it becomes beautiful. Because okay, have you ever heard gears? Just in a gearbox, and it scratches. It's usually because the speed of the engine's too fast, matching to the wheel speed, matching to the wrong selection, and you get. Well, right now, I believe we're in a moment as a society where we're grinding because we're not seeing the relationships. We're at speed because of technology, but something in us is telling us slow down, meditate, reflect, learn the lessons, but then we don't see how that actually matches with our economics. So yeah, it's time, I believe, to look inside and see how can who am I, what brought me to this point in my life, what brought me, what brought us to this point as a civilization. Because with 6,000 years and suddenly we're compartmentalizing, it's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, and then we go back to the ego talk, where I say we're serving someone else's ego, and actually we must reach a point of becoming. So, yeah, the diamond as a whole just brings us back. Maybe it can be a model for synergy and synthesis, and take us forward into a new earth, into a new civilization, a new way of seeing the world at large. So yeah, that's my rant and rave for today. Uh, yeah, when I saw the timeline, I was kind of shocked. And but yeah, think about it, reflect, learn lessons, see how you can change your world. Let's set the cornerstone for our new earth. Enjoy the day.